Uh-oh. Okay. Hello, everybody. We're live. Okay, hello. Here we are. Good. That's good. Okay, I think we're ready. All right. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Oh, test. There we go. Okay, for some reason my audio cut out. Lovely. All right, that's fine. Okay, I think we're ready. Here we go. All right, hello everybody, welcome back. We're doing some more VOD reviews. Today we have a Gold 2 to Gold 3 tank main. Oops, let me restart. I forgot to hide the names. I always want to hide the names. Be nice to people, you know? And one more try. Hello everybody, welcome back. My name is Covenant. I'm a Celeste 1, Peak, Hulk, Angela, Emma, Cat main. I also play tank. I'll pretty much only play tank and ranked. And today we're going to be reviewing a Gold 3, Gold 2 tank main. They said they've been struggling. They mainly play tank and a bit of support here and there. They want some tips to know what they're doing wrong, how to improve. So, that's all the information we have. Let's get started. I think they start off on Mantis here. Okay, this is PC. I'm not going to say too much about the support. I know some basics. I could probably help a little, but I think they mostly want to focus on tank. So let's just scoot ahead until they hit tank. Just skip ahead. I'm excited to see some good gold tanking. There's so much to learn from these games. Alright, let's skip ahead. Still on Mantis, still on Mantis. Is this just a support game? What's going on? Maybe they play... Oh, okay. They're on Hulk on second point. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Okay, this works out. I'm a Hulk main. Let's go! Okay. Okay with this. Okay, little miss in the exile. That'll happen. Kind of using your bubble for no reason. Okay, I like this positioning. You're not jumping out. Okay, now jump out. Oh, you got the kill. Okay, we went over this yesterday. We reviewed another Hulk player, and it seems like you have some of the similar things so far. First of all, how you use your bubble, you kind of just randomly used it for your supports, but they're not really in danger. And I get the point. I understand what you're going for. It's not really a good use. If you want to use your bubble for your supports, you got to wait till they're in danger and then use it for that. Then you have to understand, okay, I don't have my bubble. So if I jump in, I have to leave early. And you're not taking any damage. You're not leaving. That's great. You start taking damage. I would have jumped out here. You stayed a little bit longer. It ends up working out, but that will bite you later. So you got to be careful with that. Yeah. Yeah, Penny's a tough one against Hulk. Exile's not really gonna do anything. Okay, now, yeah, you overstayed your welcome. Okay, so something to keep in mind. Let's just go from a top-down view. And let's look up real quick. So, your job is to as a tank is to keep and maintain space. And all spaces, a quick description is just, it's uncontested area where your team can walk. So right now, your team has all this space in this corner here because they can walk freely. They're really not going to take much damage. This is their space. Now, before you jumped out, before you went and attacked the Penny, just take a look. They had all the space up to here, right? But they didn't have much space back here. Now, because they're being contested. So you decided to peel back and take this space, but it comes at a cost of the space up front. Now, Venom tries to hold it for you, but alone he can't really do too much. So I'm not saying this is a bad thing, but this is just something to understand. And the great thing about Hulk is he can actually hold space in multiple places at the same time because he's so mobile. You can jump in and jump out, and jump in and jump out. I don't think this was the best way to approach it. Very creative, and I'd give this a try. But the second you get to here, it's like, oh, she's set up. It's already too late. I can't really do anything against the Penny. So I'm already jumping back out. And instead, what would give your team the most space is if you sit right here, right? You're breaking mines, punching her a little, and then also you punch, and then you jump over here and punch a little bit in the front, and you jump back, and then forth, and then back, and then forth. And then that way, this Penny doesn't have free reign to shoot at your supports, but this doesn't happen. Watch this. Your Venom, he's already popped his shield, and look, they just walk right in. And now your supports, not only do they not have this space, as you can see, your Psylocke died over here, but now they don't even have this space. So now they have to retreat back here, which is exactly where your cloak came to try to help you. Unfortunately. So you got to be aware of, like, what is your purpose? What space am I defending and what space am I holding? And it really just depends on what characters the enemy's playing, what map, and things like that, and what characters your teammates are playing. Because a rocket, as your support, is going to need different space than an invis. So, try it out, and while you're playing, just keep in mind what space am I defending, and what space am I giving up by being here. Okay, now let's go back. Okay. Okay, good job. Way to stay in the support ult. Okay, you kind of understand that's not your job. Way to pick up on the rocket. Okay, you're zeroing in on the Luna. I like it. But a little too late. That's alright. That'll happen. This whole fight was just because of lack of understanding of space. Yeah.
Here we go again.
Okay, we're staying Hulk.
This is real firepower.
How far did you guys push it? Not very far. Okay. Alright, so now we gotta understand here, before we even start, this is what's going through my head as a Hulk. You understand? You don't have far. where does the point need to get? Only to the bridge. So you don't have a choice. You have to hold up front. And you have... Now I'm thinking, okay, I don't have a choice of where I need to hold. Now I have to figure out how I need to hold the space. In order to do that, that is reliant on who's around me. So you just saw your Jeff die. And you have Psylocke and Cloak. But the other three are in spawn and they're far away. So I'm thinking I need to be extremely mobile. And I need to be in and out fast. I have 0 time to stay in the enemy team when I'm diving. And I need to... But I still need to hold space. So it's a very tough position as a whole. So if I'm you, I'm jumping up here and I'm scouting it out. And then I would do like a soft... jump down with some cover, like here, punch, punch, get out. Punch, punch, get out. And just try to slow them down and make time for your team. I would only use my abilities defensively. So, with the exception of Clap. So you're going to use Exile to stop maybe this Daredevil from diving on your supports. You're going to use your Bubble when your supports gets low. And by your supports, your Cloak, because she's the only one here. I'm not jumping in to try to get a kill. I'm jumping in to try to slow things down. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see how you approach it. Okay, bubble, 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 bubble. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you guys got 2 kills. This is great. This is great. So now what do you do from here? Let's see. Okay. A little too slow. You need to be doing stuff. Okay, good. You found the supports. Get on them. Stay on them. You have enough time now. You have a support ult going. Good. Great. A little bit of mechanics. Nice. Go break it. Break it right away. There you go. Okay. Rocket's now gone. Now you have a... Is it your Hella? That's your Hella. No, that's their Hella ulting. So I'm thinking Bubble. Ah, that's unfortunate. You gotta have faster reactions. You gotta understand, like... What can you do? Okay, is that their Luna? That's their Luna, their Penny. Oh, yeah. You're just taking too much damage. You gotta understand, like, the position that you're in. You're down a bunch of teammates. You're down a bunch of time. So, instead of jumping around and kind of just looking, what I would do here is I would just stick to my cover and then see, okay, what's the last possible second? Because instead of taking all that health... So, like... Here, we're fine. Okay, you jump out, that's fine. I'm perfectly okay with this. Now just stop taking health. Stop losing health. And instead you jump up, and you take, 300 more damage, and now you can't do anything. Now you're off point. So understand the position, make sure you aren't doing anything crazy. You gotta jump in now with your ult. Jump, 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 good. Yeah. That's unfortunate. Interesting thing about Hulk's ult is when you ult the first time, you do hold on to point. So if you're sitting in this corner here this whole time, and then you go, okay, and then you jump in right here with ult, you'll stop the point, and your team might be able to get back in time. Perhaps. There's a good chance. Granted, this game's probably already lost, but that's the best chance you could give to your team to make a play. So watch your positioning, watch how you hold space, and do stuff. That was only half a game, so they actually gave another VOD. So let's check out that one too. Give me 1 second. Let's do this. Okay. Looks like you're playing Cap this game. Okay, starting off with Hulk. Alright. Here we go. Let's review another one. 2 Hulk games. Perfect. Alright, who's your team? Let's check your team first. You got Thing. So he'll be good against anti-dive, so your team shouldn't get pushed back. You got Bucky, anti-dive. Which, a little bit of damage, and then you got Invis Cloak. Okay, solid team. You don't have to make any adjustments right off the bat. That's fine. Okay, I like that you're using cover. That's good. In and out. Okay, kind of... Did that hit? I'm sorry. What? No. Oh, that was weird. Okay, little mechanics work. Alright, now let's take a look at their team. What do you have to keep in mind with their team? They have a thing, first of all. So if he shifts, you can't get out. They have a Luna. She can freeze you. They have Emma. She can grab you. Hawkeye does a lot of damage, and so does Psylocke. So those are the things that you're keeping in mind. And see how you approach. Okay, both things are dead. Bubble, bubble, get out. Yeah. So this is a positioning thing. You don't... Let's see. Instead of being here, you need to find a way to get your giant hitbox to take less damage. Especially against a team comp that has a Hawkeye and a Psylocke, or like Hela, Bucky, Punisher, things like that, because they'll just chip your health bar down, and that is a resource for Hulk. So instead of here, if you jump here, it's better. If you jump up here, which you tried to earlier, it's better. If you jump over here, it's better. Now I know this is kind of hard because your team just lost their other tank. So when you do that, you have to gauge like, okay, I'm up here. Does the Emma take advantage and just start pushing? If so, you need to jump back and bubble. If they don't, then you can keep going, stuff like that. So keep in mind that your health bar is one of your abilities, and you need to get feedback from your health bar and understand where your positioning is. If you watch top tier, high level Hulks, they don't take much damage if they don't need to. So you want to minimize damage taken. Let's write that down so I can remember. Minimize damage via cover. Okay. Alright, you feel the pressure. You're not going in, not going in. Alright, good. See, that's much better. You at least jump to the side. Because they have to turn. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Ooh, you got lucky. Take less damage. Hide, 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 hide. Hide. Okay, yeah. Alright, now you're accepting the fight is lost. That's fine. Your thing goes in. I wouldn't even push in. I just let him die. Yeah, just let him die. That's an unwinnable fight. Nothing you can do to help. I like the idea of trying to help your cloak get out. That's fine. Good exile. Great. Okay, they switched to Penny now. No more thing. So that changes your abilities, changes where you can position. Okay, you guys are trying from here, which... that's unfortunate. Yeah. Hulk just doesn't get a lot of value here. So... it depends what enemy comp they're running, but you have to make your decision of where you're going to push from as Hulk. Hulk... he has good mobility, but he doesn't have a lot of range. So you have to keep that in mind. And so in here, this limits both your range and your mobility, because his is jumping. You're just going to jump into a wall, you're going to bounce off something. So this is just almost never a good place to go unless there are, 6 people over here and it's completely free. Now instead, if you waited a couple seconds, your team pushes and then you push from here, this is almost open now. You can kind of use your team as bait. Or you can go up top again. You can go up top over here, actually. There's a way you can jump through here, jump here, and then jump up here. This is a much better way, because then you can jump to the high ground and you can see more. But jamming through this door is almost never good as Hulk. It's very rare. Okay, that's fine. Okay, you should be... right now, you have a support ult, and they have a support ult. Nobody's going to die. So you should be thinking, alright, I'm going to do 2 things. I'm going to get my ult, and I'm going to pick somebody for the support when the support ult ends to focus on. So if we look at their team, they have a Luna ult going on, and they have a Cloak ult coming up. So I'm thinking I'm going to position myself here behind where I take a little damage, and I'm going to find that Cloak. And I'm either going to force her ult early, or I'm going to kill her before she gets the chance to ult. And while I'm doing that, I'm staying on the ground. There you go, you got it. Okay, focus on somebody. Oh, that sucks. They won the ult battle. That's unfortunate. You kept your ult though, which is fine. I don't think you could have done much in that scenario because you guys started off pretty rough. You're not going to win every team fight, and there are team fights that you can do everything right and still just lose because the ults don't line up. Okay, you're using cover better. Good. I like that you're coming up here. That's great. Keep going. Keep going. Farther left. Farther left. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. You picked the right target, but you took a little bit too long. I liked this attempt right here, but instead of going with it, look, their whole team is pushing forward on your team. They're not paying attention, and they're not in the penny nest, most importantly. Plus, you have a Scarlet Witch. So at this point, I'm either communicating with them, I'm like, hey, I'm jumping this person, or I'm just watching who they're attacking. Because the witch got the cloak pretty low. You guys, there's a good chance you kill there, but instead you jump into the nest. So pick your spots, know like where you're at. That's tough. Good setup though. Much better setup. I like that. Skip ahead. Okay, you guys are going for a portal. Alright, Cap. Let's see how your Cap does. Nice. Oof. Okay. So with Cap is really hard. Is a hard character. You know what, let's watch one more fight of your Cap, because you didn't really get too much of a chance. I want to see it.
We need to move.
Okay, we're not switching. Good.
Sorry, soldier.
I want to see it. Okay, you're waiting. Okay, you decided to go through here. Okay, we gave up. Okay, if we want to talk Cap. It looks like you already know the combo, which is good. Well, you know the animation cancel, which is good. Cap, you have to be really careful of picking your spots, and you have to know the rotation. So you jump in with F, which I don't like. F is used to secure kills, not to open up. Then you jump in with your slam. That is good. That's what you want to start with. You want to slam, punch, punch, punch. Okay, now if I'm here, I say, oh my gosh, I just took so much damage. I'm immediately aborting. Cap, you have to abort, and that's what your, what is it? It looks like you have found a mouse 4, your dash forward. That's what that's for. You just got to get out. And even if it's a temporary thing, like you just jump back to here where your supports are, you just jump back and out. And the great thing about that is you already made space. You push them from over here where they were into the corner. See, look where they are here, right? And now you jump in and watch what happens. And they all turn on you. That's great. That is perfect. That is exactly what Cap wants to do. The problem is you die for it. Because you die for it, now they just turn around and act like nothing happens. So if you make it out of there, you regroup with these two. Now you're fighting and they're in a corner, and your Scarlet Witch is ulting. Now you're back at full health and you're going back to punch them more. Like, this could have turned real quick. Because maybe that Penny doesn't cancel the ult because she's too busy with you, or she's peeling for you for Luna, you know, things like that. Okay, let's see how we do on defense. Okay, we're starting off with Cap on defense.
If I could get a look at Doom's machine, I could solve this problem by lunchtime.
Okay, we're playing flank Cap? No? Okay.
I'll be shipshape in no time.
Alright, so let's start with your team. You have a Groot. You have a Groot, you have a Rocket, you have a Cloak. So you don't have long-range burst healing like you would with a Luna. So you gotta understand, if you want healing, you gotta come back. Rocket's balls are too slow. They're gonna slow down on Groot, on Squirrel, or on people before they get to you. So you're either stuck with health packs if you're in the back line, or you have to come back. And then with Groot, you're gonna get walled off. That's gonna happen whether the Groot is Silver or the Groot is Celestial. That's gonna happen. So you have to keep that in mind and understand when you're walled off and really use your health bar as a gauge. Can I stay in? Can I get out? Now let's look at their team. You've seen an Emma already. Okay, you're peeling. Yeah, you're really not... Okay, here we go. Here we go. Get some pressure. Good use of shield. And your time is up. Get out. Nice. Good. Get a health pack? Great. Yeah, they have a Penny set up. That's not good. But that means that there's other areas where the Penny is not set up. Nice. Get her. And now F to finish her off? No, okay. Yeah, you're not using F correctly. Okay, you're kind of killing time because you're not getting any support. Okay, you're getting support now. Oh, that is the one character you don't want to slow down against. Yeah. Yeah, you're really just you're not doing enough. So the things that Cap excels at are making space by causing people to turn around. You're not Angela, you're not going to just swoop in and kill somebody. Unless the opportunity is like perfect. That can happen, but it's pretty rare. So what you need to do is you need to pressure either a DPS or a support and force the tanks to turn around and respect you, because if you don't, then you will get the kill. And the way you do that is by cycling your abilities. You want to jump in with your slam, then you want to punch, and then finish off with your F, your shield throw, and then you jump out with your dash. And then you need to be constantly active as much as you can given your support. If your health bar is not going down, you need to be in there. So save your shield throw for securing kills, watch your positioning, and I think this game goes a lot differently. Yeah. That's probably it. Okay. Well, there's all the tips I have for you. I think you have a lot of potential. I think understand your map cover as Hulk. That's a really big part of it. Understand your ability cycling your cooldowns on Cap. Understand what it's for. Understand how to keep and hold space. And understand a trade-off of space. Of where you're putting your attention and what does that allow the enemy to do. So anyway, I really hope this helps. Thank you so much for watching. God bless. Have a great day. And good luck grinding. Bye. Ooh, that was a fun one. That's nice. Alright. Let's see. Space. Understanding space. Hulk and Cap. Review. Perfect. There we go. And this was gold. I'm really enjoying these VOD reviews. They're so much fun. There's so much to learn. I say this every time, but like, that's how I feel. Okay, let's double check and see if there's any more. I don't know if there is another VOD review I wanted to do. DPS, plat, DPS. Okay, it looks like there is another tank we can review who is using Angela. So let me get that set up. Let's skip ahead to here. Okay, they start off on Hella. Alright, let's skip ahead until they're not playing Hella anymore. Punisher. Punisher. I'm not going to review DPS. I could probably give some general stuff, but this person's Diamond 1 GM3, so I'm not good with DPS enough to quote that. Okay, now we're on this. Maybe just make sure it's the right character. Yes, Angela. All right, let's get it. Okay, we ready? Hello everybody, welcome back. We're doing another review of an Angela. This time we have Diamond 1 GM3. They played DPS earlier in this game. I'm not going to review the DPS part because I'm a Celestial 1 tank player. I don't play DPS very often, so to do that we'll just focus on tank. Let's see, they said it was an awful match. They said they got messed up by Penny. They went Angela during the second round on attack to harass Phoenix because they felt like she was being the most oppressive. They steamrolled first checkpoint, then team got stuck on the choke. Not sure what I should have done there. Just immediately swapped to shield take, Stranger Mag. They don't know how they could have played this differently. Would greatly appreciate advice and insight on my gameplay. Alright. So, just from that, let me first say, just immediately swap to a shield tank like Stringer Mag. My gut instinct is no. I'm a firm believer that any character can be played in any situation if you are good enough. If you want and you feel comfortable playing Mag or Strange in a specific situation, great. But you shouldn't go into the mindset of like, I can't play this character here. I don't think that's great. You should be motivated by, oh, Strange would be fun in this situation. Strange would be good in this situation. Not, my character is bad. So, first things first. Second of all, let's check out Angela. I've been really enjoying Angela. This is our like third or fourth Angela VOD review, and I like them a lot. I think they're fun. All right, who's on your team? Who's the enemy team playing? You have a Penny. You have an Invis. You have a Luna. And an Adam. So you have triple support. One of those supports can heal you from very long ways away. The other two, you have to be close. You have triple, so you should be all right. You have a Moon Knight to help secure kills. You have a Penny that you can pull people into their nest or just near her, and you can probably secure a kill that way. Now, what are we seeing so far? They have a Groot. Groot is excellent for Angela. You can pick up Groot, drop him where he doesn't belong, over his own walls, and he just falls over. So we like that already. What else can we see? Okay, we see a Bucky. Bucky's very dangerous for Angela, so be aware. Who else do we see? We see Phoenix, who you specifically said was the problem. Watch out for Phoenix. She has a great stun, and she can do a lot of damage, so keep that in mind. Okay, good. I like this. Okay, I'm already seeing some stuff I don't like. See if that changes. Okay, great. Nice attempt. I like that you bailed. Good. Make sure you're throwing in those quick melees. Okay, this is not what I would do, but it works out for you. That's fine. Make sure you always quick melee first. Okay. Okay, here's something instructive we can talk about. So, when you want to use your shift, you want to activate it as close to people as possible. When you go into your shift, the two main things are, A, it's very loud. So people instantly look at this cloak. This cloak instantly hears it and turns around and is like, I need to move. Cloak is not looking at you, not looking at you. You do it, immediately swap. The second thing, why you want to be as close as possible, is when you pull people, her meter goes down kind of slow when you're just in shift, and when you're pushing somebody, when you have somebody speared, it goes down very fast. And so the time you have in order to get somebody out of position is very low. So you want to maximize that time by using shift as close to somebody as possible. Now it's also a lot harder, so spend time in practice range, like nailing that down. Have a group, or try to do it with a Luna on fast, and get used to quick melee spear shift and pulling people out. It's a great skill to have, and it'll maximize how much damage you can do. You do a good job here, and you secure the kill. That's great. I like the decision making. That's fine. Okay, now your penny's set up. So now I'm thinking I could pull somebody into there. Oh, you hear the portal. You're going to go cancel it. Nice job. Great. And you die for it. That's perfect. I'm perfectly okay with that. Good decision making. And you guys get it. Nice. Okay, we're going from here. You probably could have killed either the Strange or the Groot, or both right there if you decide to pull them. Okay, pick somebody. You're on Rocket, that's fine. Okay, you're doing the combo. Got a little lost. Okay, now I'm thinking pull. Yeah, you gotta activate it right next to people. You're just too early with the shift. Alright, now how do you approach this? Nobody is really giving you too hard of a problem, but you're also not making space with your team. Okay, good. You're choosing a different path, that's great. Okay, now they have a penny. Their team comp changed. Okay. So left side didn't work. You're gonna go right side? There you go. I like this. You're stretching the map. That's great. Now, who are you gonna pick though? Okay. Alright. Okay, let's go over target priority and approach here. Angela, the way I think about Angela is she's like an assassin. She loses all of her advantage when people can see her for long periods of time. So I like that you came up here, right? I think that was a great idea. But the second they saw you, you lose your advantage. Your health bar is already going down. So if I start here and they both look at me, I'm just going to turn around here and look where I can go here. Now, Angela's great because she doesn't have to pull any specific type of character. Like Wolverine really wants to pull a tank. They don't want to pull DPS. They don't want to pull supports as much. Angela can do it all. She can do great. So what you want to be thinking is not, I'm going to pull a specific person. It's more like, I'm going to pull whatever character on the enemy team I can to get the most advantage. Now, if I'm here, these two people are already shooting me, plus they have a Bucky, plus they have a Penny, so I can get chained by Bucky, I can get webbed by Penny. I'm thinking, okay, if I, best case scenario, I turn around here, I pick up Rocket, and I take him away from his team. I do the full combo, and then he dashes out twice. That's like best case scenario. I'm just not going to do anything. Here, if I pull this cloak, I'm going to push her into here. I start taking damage. There's a chance that I kill her. She probably gets rezzed, and then by that time, Penny's going to web me. Bucky's going to pull me. I'll be dead. She gets rezzed. It'll be tough. So, not a great option. These two, I don't have enough to kill them, plus the supports are close enough, and they can both heal around corners. Even if you push Bucky into here, there's also a health pack here that he could probably get, so that's not a good option. The Penny, too much health, not on the right. Your team's not in the right spot to really secure a kill. But over here, there is one, if not two people you could definitely kill. If you go right here, and instead abandon what you're doing over there, and just say, hey, this strange is in a bad spot, you just pick him up and drop him into your team, who also conveniently has a Penny Nest and a Luna that can freeze him, an Invis that can push him farther in, Adam that does tons of damage. Unfortunately, your Moon Knight died, but if not, that's probably a kill. So you want to show up as Angela, use your mobility like you did to find a good spot, to scout, and then with your scouting, then find who is the most vulnerable, the most likely to give you an impact. It doesn't have to be it doesn't have to be Phoenix, it doesn't have to be a support, it doesn't have to be a tank, just whatever person will give your team the most advantage. And then pick them and keep it going. Okay, you get res. Now what happens? Now we're in team fight mode. Okay, your Invis ulted. Okay, do you have somebody to ult combo with? You do. You have a Moon Knight. So I'm thinking... Oh, he already ulted. Unfortunate. Oh, nice try. Nice try. Okay. Here the fight's lost. I'm pretty sure the fight's already over at this point. Yeah. You just don't have enough space. If you're gonna do something like that, you kind of got to do it earlier rather than later in an ult fight like that, or just save it for the next one. Okay, Mag's fine. Now what are you thinking as Mag? No? Strange? No, back to Angela. Okay.
They have been seen and they will not escape.
Okay, so the problem here that your team is facing... Nice. Okay. Quick melee. There you go. And get out. Okay, that's fine. So here, I want to show you something. So what I was about to say is the problem is your team can't push through this choke, right? Now your team is not making it very easy on themselves. They're forcing themselves through the worst part of the choke. But you can't really control your team, so that's fine. So instead, you pick the rocket. And now look what has happened. Let's go back a little bit. Check this out. Let me show you Angela's strength. Alright. Where is their team right now? Their rocket's a little behind because you killed him. But their team is all right here. They're all covering this area. Because that's where your team is going. They're doing the right thing. Now watch what happens. Okay, they're still covering this area. Still covering this area. Still cover. Oh, now rocket's pulled away. Now look what's happening. Check this out. Here. 1, 2, 3, 4 people have shifted their focus from here back. Even this Penny is kind of soft shifted. Look at her. She's backing up so far. And you don't even secure the kill. You don't even have to. Because check out your team. Look at this. Look at how much space. Now if your team has a brain and they walk this way, they just have to fight 2 people. That's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on 2 for a couple seconds. No, it doesn't work this time. And not all teams, you know, you can't always win the RNG of team comp, but that's going to give your team the best chance. So now you come back and you do it again. Oh, great. You picked another one. All right, here we are. 1, 2, 3. 3 people are focusing on you. You're fighting 1v3. And because of that, now your squirrel worlds. Look at this Strange. This Strange is about to die. Specifically because of what you are doing. So if we go back to the original premise of your post was, not sure what should I have done there, just immediately swap to a shield tank like Stranger Mag? I don't think you had to at all. I don't even think that would have helped as much because I hope this Strange dies. He's smart enough to take cover. He actually is going to die because of you. Now, you're being a bit too much, but watch. Yeah, I would have gotten out by there, unfortunately. And their Strange is good enough to understand he's not getting support right now. But I think you're doing fine on that account. Now let's look at why you died. Okay, last time we saw you was... Okay, you just got the rocket.
Aye, just what I needed.
Okay, I like all this. Okay, you pick a target. That's fine. Nice job. And you get out. That's okay. You're too quick. Too quick. Angela has a cooldown. She has this meter, and you have to respect it. You're not going to really do much unless this cooldown is to at least here, or your team is pushing, which neither of those things are there. So you gotta be a little more patient with it. Like if you are in this exact same spot and your meter is full, you do quick melee, left click, she's already at half health, and then you pick her up with shift and put her over here, you win this fight. You either kill her or that Strange dies and you get out. But you kind of rush it a little, and because of that, you try to stay for too long, they peel you off, and now even no matter what, if you're in this scenario as Angela, you gotta get out. You have to get out. And you want to minimize your time in your axe mode, or else that'll happen. I think it was the right idea, just be a little bit more patient. Just make sure your meter is almost full. There it is. Okay, now we're on Strange. What do we think? Portal? No? Okay. Okay, do you know the animation cancels? I would assume so. Okay. Yeah, I don't think this is really going to help your team enough, honestly. But maybe. Okay, you got to kill. Push, 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 push. Okay, they got rezzed and your team died. And your team's dead. This is unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, this could just be an unwinnable game. Like, if you go to the A10 principle, like, 20% of games are just unwinnable. But if you wanted to give your team the best chance, I would have stuck with Angela and, like, made that space and just been a menace in their backline to where their tanks had to either turn around or give up space. Okay. If you're gonna be Strange... Alright, so you're trying to play frontline Strange. Good, good. Okay, she's gone. Okay, you gotta pick somebody. Uh-oh, here comes ult. Yeah. Where did he even ult? Yeah, this is a really brawl-heavy fight. That's tough. Then in a situation like this, if you're gonna play a tank like Strange, you have to find the person that you can attack that you can still be a frontline tank. So you, like with Strange, you have to accept I'm not getting back there. I'm not. So you have to find the person that you can attack while still being a frontline tank that will give your team the most space or put the most pressure on the other team. Most of the time, it's not really going to be their tanks unless their tank is being aggressive, like the Penny was ulting, stuff like that. You can even go just shoot the Penny Nest. That'll give your team a little bit more space. You can shoot this Cloak. She's close. She can do damage. you can focus the Bucky. He's close enough to where you can do damage on him. And when he goes to hook, since you're already looking at him, you can shield off one of his hooks, and then your team doesn't get pulled by him. So in these brawl fights where things kind of break down, you have to pick the enemy player that will give your team the best. Okay, great. I like that. Now, how are you going to use your ult? Oh, that's rough. Oh, wow, that actually worked. Okay, let it go. I can't believe that worked. That should not have worked. You got lucky. I don't know how the penny didn't web you. In fact, I kind of want to see it. Let's see what happened with the penny. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. She has it. She has it. Oh, she did bad. Yeah, you got really lucky. You got to watch out with that. Like, who can shut down your ult? And on their team, it's Bucky and Penny. Unless you did time it. Maybe you did time it. Now I'm curious. This is just for me now. Did you time it? I want to see. Did you see the web? When did Penny web? Oh, there it was. Maybe you did see it. Doesn't look like it. That's okay. Either way. Okay, you're getting the nest. Alright, now you're making some space. Now just keep that space. Push. Good, good. Yeah, just keep at him. Perfect. You felt the weakness. Okay, who's weak next? Oh, don't turn around. Who's weak next? I mean, you turned around to look at your team. That's actually good. Okay, Bucky pulled you in. Alright, now... Okay, here's something... I talked about this earlier with Angela, where you use your health bar as a gauge of like how far you can go in and what you need to do. With Strange, you need to throw in the factor of your shield health. If you don't have much shield health, you kind of have to pull back and poke a little and sit back here and regain your health and your shield health. There's no real like way about it. Like, you just kind of have to. And you don't respect that, so you get saved, essentially. Because this is a forced ult by your invis. They have no ults active aside from a rocket ult, but that's not really too much of a thing. And it's all because you got hooked because you didn't have shield. So if we go here... Just play that sound effect. So just stay back here, look at the Bucky. Yeah. Unfortunate. Get out, get out, get out, get out. Yeah. Pay attention to Bucky. His thing is rough. Okay, you can't help the Penny. Yeah. That's fight's just over. It'd be really nice if you guys had an invis ult right here, but it was forced out. Specifically because of Bucky. Character's good. Ban him right now. In the current meta, just ban him. Unfortunate. Okay, not bad. I mean, there's some good stuff there. I'll mostly talk about Angela because that's the character I know more. You want to... don't shift too early. You want to make sure that when you activate shift, you're very close to the enemy so you can get the maximum amount of value with it. You want to not go in unless your shift bar is very high, if not almost full. Pick your spots like that. And then when you go in, pick what character you're going to assassinate based on the current situation. And it can be anybody, just whoever's going to get you the most value. So there's my tips for Angela, and good luck tanking, good luck going up through the ranks. So I hope this helped. Take care, God bless, bye. Another good one, that was fun. So let's name the VOD. This one is, let's see, proper use of kidnap. Do diamond/GM. Can't use slash. Diamond GM Angela. Here we go. Let's make sure this is correct. If I could just do this for a living, that would be so fun, honestly. Proper use of kidnap. And GM Angela review. Playlist. Like, I would do this all day. This is so fun. So please, keep watching. Send in your VODs. I usually do it off of the Reddit. What is it? r/Rivals College. I just kind of pick them up from there. But if you send me one in my Discord, let me know. Because I'll happily do those. Okay, share the link. Okay. All right. Let me make sure that's correct. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I forgot to put I was There we go. Let me go edit this. There we go. Okay, I think I'm done for today. I think I'm done streaming for today. You know, short little stream, couple of VOD reviews. So we will be. What's today? Today, Wednesday or Thursday? Today is Wednesday. Okay, I should be back again tomorrow with another stream. So more VOD reviews, stuff like that. If you enjoyed, of course, subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch. Check out the YouTube channel for the actual VOD reviews and example games and all things like that. Join the Discord. I should go make a Discord channel for VOD review requests. Yeah, I'll make a Discord channel for VOD review requests, or you can go to the r/Rivals College and make a post there.